Something strange happens when you use this one trick. People lean in, they listen, they treat you like someone important, and they don't even know why. Some claim it's been used by spies, leaders, and power players for decades. Try it once, feel the shift, and hit subscribe to master more. You might not see it, but the moment you enter a room, something happens. People start sizing you up, mentally placing you in a sort of silent ranking system. No one's saying it out loud, but they're observing. Are you confident? Are you someone worth noticing? Or are you just background noise? It doesn't matter whether you're in a meeting, at a party, or walking into a cafe. The moment your presence is felt or not felt, your position in that invisible social ladder is decided. And here's the thing, most people never even realize this is happening. They think it's about what they say, but it's not. It's about how they carry themselves before they even open their mouth. This silent evaluation can either work in your favor or against you. But the good news, you're not stuck with the role you've been assigned. There's a way to flip the script completely. The harsh truth about weak presence. Let's be honest, people rarely get second chances to make a strong impression. If you speak too quickly, seem overly eager, or come off as unsure, you're instantly perceived as someone who lacks influence. And once people see you that way, it's tough to change their minds. It's not fair, but it's real. When someone enters a conversation with nervous energy, others instinctively treat them as less important, not because they're being cruel, but because we're wired to respond to social cues. Strength and calm make people lean in. Weakness, whether it's shown through jittery hands, rushed words, or trying too hard, makes people lean away. And that label sticks. Even if you're smart, capable, and kind, once you're put in that lower box, everything you say afterward is filtered through that lens. So what do? How do you escape this quiet trap? The answer isn't louder words. It's something else entirely. Power isn't loud, it's felt. Think about the most powerful person you know, or the one character in a movie that everyone respects the second they show up. They're not yelling, they're not frantically waving their hands for attention. In fact, they usually speak less, but when they do, everyone listens. Their presence is like gravity. They don't need to be the loudest because their silence already speaks volumes. People naturally slow down when they're around. Conversations bend toward them. And this isn't by accident, it's deliberate. They don't rush, they don't fidget, they don't chase approval. They radiate control, and it's felt before they even say a single word. That's the level of presence we're aiming for. And it doesn't require fame, money, or special genetics. It just takes understanding one shift, one move that powerful people have used for centuries. Something so small it's almost invisible. Yet once you use it, everything changes. The one move that changes everything. Let's talk about that move. It's not a trick, it's a power shift, and it's called the pause. When someone asks you a question, don't answer right away. Don't fill the silence. Just pause. Hold your gaze. Wait a second or two. Let the moment stretch. Let it build. Then speak slowly, clearly, and with intention. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most powerful social tools you'll ever use. Why? Because silence, when used right, signals strength. It says, I'm not here to impress you, I'm here because I belong. Picture this, you're in a meeting. Someone asks for your opinion. Everyone expects a fast response, but instead you look up, lock eyes, pause, then calmly say what you mean. Suddenly, all eyes are on you. Not because you're loud, but because you didn't rush. That pause pulled the room toward you. That's the influence. The psychology behind it. Here's what's really going on beneath the surface. Our brains don't like uncertainty. When there's silence in a conversation, most people feel uncomfortable. They rush to fill it. But if you own that silence, it flips the dynamic. Instead of chasing attention, you create it. Instead of being reactive, you become the one others are reacting to. There's a psychological principle called scarcity bias. We value things that are rare. When someone speaks less but with more impact, their words seem more valuable. The pause adds weight to what you say. It forces people to wait, to lean in, to care. On the flip side, when someone talks too fast, stumbles over words, or rambles, it gives off uncertainty. Subconsciously, people interpret that as weakness. But when you slow down, speak with control, and own the silence, you project leadership. And that's what people remember. How to use it in real life. Let's get practical. Here's how you can use this starting today. Next time someone speaks to you, Don't rush to respond. Pause, just for 2 seconds, not long, just enough to create stillness. Keep eye contact, don't shift, don't fidget, don't look at your phone. Then respond slowly and clearly. It might feel awkward the first time, but that's just your old habit resisting change. Now imagine you're at a job interview. The interviewer asks, "What makes you the best fit?" Most people rush in, "Well, I think I..." But you pause, then you answer, "Because I've already done it before and I can prove it." That pause made your answer twice as powerful. Try it on a date, during a disagreement, or when presenting your ideas. The pause shows you're not nervous, you're in control, and people respect that. Practice this, make it a habit, because once you do, it becomes automatic. The energy shift you'll feel. There's something fascinating that starts to happen when you master this. The room begins to follow your tempo. Instead of adjusting yourself to fit the energy around you, people start adjusting to you. You stop chasing conversations, you start leading them. You'll notice it in small moments, how someone leans forward when you speak, how they wait just a little longer to respond to you, how they look at you like someone worth paying attention to. And that feeling, it's powerful. You no longer have to force your way into a conversation. Your presence becomes an invitation. That quiet confidence, that control, it radiates. And people, whether they know it or not, begin to mirror that energy. That's the beginning of presence. Why most people fail to use this. Here's the truth, most people will never try this, not because it doesn't work, but because they're afraid of silence. They associate silence with awkwardness. They think if I pause, I'll look weird. They'll think I'm unsure. So they fill the gap with words, unnecessary, cluttered words, and end up saying too much and meaning too little. Think of someone you know who talks just to be heard. Now think of someone who chooses their words carefully, who holds back just a little, who speaks with calm certainty. Who would you trust more? It's not about saying nothing, it's about saying what matters and letting it land. Once you understand this, it's hard to unsee. You'll start noticing how many people rush, over-explain, or trip over their own eagerness. Don't be like them. Be the one who controls the moment. It starts with a pause. Power is a learned skill, not a gift. Here's what you need to remember. No one is born with this. It's not some mystical trait that only the chosen few possess. Presence, confidence, authority, they're skills, learned, practiced, repeated. The pause is just one tool, but it's a foundational one, because it teaches you how to take control without needing to dominate, how to gain attention without begging for it, how to be powerful quietly. You might stumble the first few times. You might feel awkward holding silence. That's okay. That means it's working. You're breaking old habits. And with every moment you own, with every pause you control, you're building something unshakable. A presence that speaks before you do, a respect that's earned in silence. This isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about uncovering who you already are, underneath all the noise. So here's the challenge. Today, just once, try this. In your next conversation, when someone asks you something, pause. Count to 2 in your head, breathe. Hold eye contact, don't flinch, then speak. Watch what happens. You'll see a subtle shift. The way they lean in, the way they listen more closely, the way your presence changes the tone of the entire moment. And once you feel that shift, you'll never go back. Most people won't do this. They'll keep talking fast, hoping to impress, trying to be liked, and they'll keep being ignored. But you'll stand out. You'll command attention without ever needing to raise your voice. Because power isn't noise, it's control. And that control starts with silence. Try it today. Drop a comment and tell us what happened. Did the energy shift? Did they treat you differently? And if you want more psychological tools like this, subscribe now. Because this was just the beginning. What's coming next? You'll want to be ready.